Hey, good morning. Lisa Renee here. So I've come out to my local town park and walking path today instead of my own property because my husband's home and working on the tractor and mowing the lawn. And guess what we're doing out here? We're mowing the lawn. So I hope you guys can hear me well, and hopefully I can get some good shots of our beautiful Little Duck River. At some point, you start saying you're too old for some things, that you get too old to change at some point. But I've learned that you can absolutely renovate your life at any age. No matter how old you are, you're not too old, you're not too broken, too far gone, and it's definitely not too late. I started over after 63 to be exact, again. And this year's my time to do better, be better. And I'm just getting started. But this is your reminder that you can too. There was a moment not too long ago. I was standing in the kitchen, or maybe it was my bathroom. I don't know. But I remember one time I was holding a drink in one hand, scrolling through my phone with the other, just feeling numb. My body hurt. My mind was foggy. I really didn't recognize who I was in the mirror most mornings, and I had this thought, is this it? Is this as good as I'm ever going to be? Is this how it ends? That moment didn't come with fireworks or rock bottom. It came quiet. Like something that's been nudging me for a very long time, but it was enough. And something in me whispered, you're not done yet. This isn't the end. It's the beginning. I didn't have a plan. I didn't even have any energy. All I had was that whisper. And sometimes that's all it takes. Starting over in your 60s isn't glamorous. It's pretty gritty, it's awkward, it's humbling. You don't bounce back overnight. You don't always feel confident. But the truth, you also don't care much about what people think. And that's pretty powerful. It's, you end up not caring what your friends think, not your kids. Maybe, as in my case, not even your spouse. This is my time. I know what matters. I've seen life. I've done things for everyone else for far too long. And I'm finally ready to do it my way. I didn't have a roadmap. I just took one step. And then I decided to take another step. And then you know what I did? I started, thinking crazy. Why not just document it all? More of like a journal or a diary. But now it seems like it's even gotten more than that because I want to share it. I know there's other women out there just like me. And because if I could change while broke, overweight, exhausted, maybe someone else could too. So I started walking a very long time ago as part of my routine. It used to be a power walk, but now my feet don't allow that heavy work. And I realized over time, this walk, it's actually more than exercise. It's a metaphor. Every step I take reminds me I'm moving toward and forward, even when it's slow. You don't need to power walk, you don't need to be perfect, you just need to move, and move with purpose. Every walk clears my mind, strengthens my body, and reminds me I'm alive. And this isn't just about going back to where I used to be as a younger woman. It's about moving forward with intention. And just like this part of Little Duck River is very calm and peaceful, that's how I feel. So if you're watching this and thinking, I want to change, but I don't know how. Yeah, well, I want you to know you're not alone. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be ready. You just need to decide. Yes, you just need to make a decision. Decide that the rest of your life is going to be better, that your story isn't over. Make a decision to do something different. You get to rewrite the ending. Starting over at 60, or maybe you're 50, or even if you're 75, it's not too late. It might just be the perfect time, and it might be by design. Maybe everything you've gone through in life has brought you to this point in your life where you rewrite the rest of your story. This is Lisa Renee, right in the middle of this messy Lisa Renee project. And it's not just my transformation. I call it a movement for every woman who's ready to reinvent, renew, and begin again. It's not the end of your story. You've got more chapters. I like to think of this as a movement for every woman who's ready to rebuild, renew, and reinvent herself. We can prove that you're never too old to start over. Hit that subscribe, hit the like button, tell me in the comments, what are you doing to rewrite the end of your story?